Oh. I'm broadcasting it.
I just want to play it if I can, then I'll get depressed again.
You could see my damaged plane that I hit the ground upside down with, and still flew off with it. It's trying to stall out.
Don't worry about it. Not everything I thought is to me right now. Oh, you're right. Wait, what? I don't know how to shut up. Sorry.
Well, hello. I do not hear you.
Hey, what's up?
No.
I actually joined by accident, but now that I'm here, what's up?
Not much. Huh? That happens.
You're Ben, right?
Yes.
I thought so. I remember you changed your name. I'm like, I wonder if this is him. And
Yep.
then instead of pressing triangle, I pressed X.
Yeah, I changed it to 01.
What have you been up to?
Oh, just watching my plane stall out and keep going, and stall out and keep going.
Did you get hit?
I hit the ground upside down,
Oh, that'll do it.
and it's just been smoking and stalling. So I've just been letting it coast, fly around in the air, stall, see how far it goes. I'm just waiting for it to die.
Well, shit, dude. What have you been up to lately?
Working and smoking.
Smoking and working. Gotcha. You still at the wash over there?
Yeah,
Oil change?
I'm working the loop now.
I heard they gave everybody raises when they came through.
Some of them got raises, some did not.
Did you get a raise? I imagine you did.
Yeah, I got pushed. I got put up to 13 an hour.
Nice, that's good.
The owners seen how much I worked. I almost had I worked 11 hours for like 2 weeks straight.
Damn, that sucks there.
And it was because people quit. And
Nobody wants to work, dude.
it ended up being I got stuck there. I'd be open to close.
It's literally because nobody wants to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an easy job, customer service either. So, but
No.
people act like they're gonna walk in there and it's gonna be cake, and it's not always cake because you got to deal with people.
Yeah, tomorrow I get lucky and get to leave early because I'm gonna have people coming to look at the internet. It was
Some
it.
bugging out.
Yeah, I have a bad ping, so like I could be sitting here talking 1 minute and then I'll lose Wi-Fi connection for a split second, and it leaves me muted for just long enough for everybody to be like, oh, he's not coming back, or it pops back on.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just that it has there's a spot. They said I kept getting text messages thinking it was like a scam thing. Well, I decided to call it and found out it's a bad ping through the lines. They were pinging it and it wasn't reading off one of the codes it needs.
Oh, and they're trying to tell you, but you thought it was a scam.
Yeah. Well, I got tomorrow they're coming to take a look at it. Could have been a squirrel bit into the wire and just fucked it up a little bit, and they just need to realign it.
Yeah, I came through there not too long ago with my new truck, and I had them fill up the tires on it, and I gave them a couple bucks for doing it. But I didn't recognize anybody over there.
My father works there now.
What's that?
My father works there. He came in and started working there for a while.
Nice. But I pulled in, and Dave saw me. He looked all surprised.
I think Dave is going to be probably moving to Charter or Spectrum, I think it is.
Yeah?
I am not 100% sure. He had an interview the other day.
Okay, well, good for him. Fuck that place. It's not... I mean, 13 an hour isn't that bad, but...
No, but it took a lot of bullshit getting there.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
And then I'm gonna be dealing with some more bullshit because one of the guys quit.
You should get your CDL, dude. I got my
should.
CDL. I'm making like $31 an hour right now.
Damn.
Yeah, driving a cement truck, like one of those trucks that you see
Oh, so
that
now
has the spinning barrel on the back.
yeah, so you're driving one of those big things. I keep looking at that one truck that it was Carolink? No.
Yep. Oh yeah, I used to work for them.
Yeah, I keep looking at, like, I see that truck go by and I'm like, I wonder, is Corbin in there?
No, that was way too much on call. I got out of there, and then I had one of the nicest trucks in Carolink, dude. And when I got out of there, everybody wanted my truck. One of the guys, since like people all over Carolink wanted my truck, I had like the third newest truck in the whole fleet, in the whole Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana.
Oh.
I had like the third newest, nicest truck. Everybody wanted it. When I left, they ended up giving it to a different guy at the same place that I worked at.
Yeah.
And he totaled it a month later.
Oh.
It had Bluetooth, it had cruise control, it had a fucking Bose sound system, it had all kinds of crazy shit in it.
It was a fancy one.
Yeah, it was. It had all the bells and whistles.
it looked like an older
It looked
vehicle
like
though.
all of the other ones, but it was a 2019. It was like brand new when I had it.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. It sucks that the fucker wrecked it.
Yeah, it was like a 2018 or 19. I can't remember when I stopped working there. I think it was an 18. It was like brand new when I got it. It had like fucking, I put like 10,000, 15,000 miles on it, and then I ended up leaving, and then months later, dude, fucking hit a tree with it.
Ugh.
Didn't damage the actual vehicle, but basically ripped the whole box off of it, and they're like, yeah, this shit's total.
Yep. It probably bent the frame a little bit.
Yep.
All it takes
The
is
last time I saw it before it disappeared was a massive gash in the box, and they had like spray foam insulation inside the gash to like keep the rain out.
oh.
Now I work for High Grade. I drive cement. I don't even have to touch it, dude. I take it to the spot, and they're the ones that have to fucking unload that shit. I just press a button.
You press
I
a button
also,
to bring it out.
yeah, when that shit's done, because they only work from March to like November.
Yeah.
I drive school bus for Spring Lake Public Schools.
Nice.
November through March. Yeah, November through February. I'm actually helping them out right now on top of doing the high grade shit because they need people, but at high grade I work 10, 11 hours a day damn near. But when I hit overtime, dude, I'm making like over 40 bucks an hour. So.
Damn. Yeah, when I hit overtime, I'm making $19.50 an hour. It's,
You should get your CDL, dude. There's a lot of money in it. Costs
should.
money to get it, but since everybody needs shit right now, needs people, a lot of places are willing to pay you to get one.
Yep.
That's what I ended up doing after CareLink. I got into CareLink. They got me my hazmat and a CDL C. And then after that, I went to Spring Lake Public Schools. They got me a B with passenger and school bus, something else. And then I went to High Grade and they got me my hazmat again because that runs out every 2 years. So they got me that. And then they said they were going to give me an A, but I don't need an A to drive it. But they said they want me to have an A in case they need me to drive a gravel truck, which is even more money than the cement truck.
Well, I'd be all for that.
Yeah.
Driving a cement truck, then driving a gravel. That's a bit bigger.
Yeah, gravel truck. I think the cement truck is probably around school bus 30,000 pounds unloaded, probably 50 or 60 loaded, and then the cement truck is like 60 just by itself, and then like another 20 with the cement. It's like almost 100,000.
Damn.
60, 70, 80, yeah, like 80. It hovers around 60 to 80 depending on how full it is. Yeah, that thing tips though. Like when you take corners, dude, you can feel it. It's like tipping.
It feels
You
like
gotta
it's
take
wanting to
corners
roll
slow.
over.
Yeah, basically all the time. But those things are beasts, dude. They're like 6-wheel drive because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they have like 4 axles, 1 in the front and then 3 in the back.
Yep.
And you literally just hit one button, it'll lock all of the axles and turn it into all-wheel drive. It doesn't have AC though.
Oh.
It has one of those fucking school bus fans in it.
Oh God.
It's fucking terrible.
I've felt those fans. They don't blow very hard.
No, they don't.
God, my plane is smoking, but it's not dead yet. I've just been flying around in circles in the air.
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot to say. Like when Dave saw me, he honestly looked kind of mad.
He usually is.
Like, he looked at me all pissed off because
He deals with
talking-
kids.
he was talking shit when I left, and then I show up in my fucking brand new GMC fucking lifted with on 35s.
I think
And he
I've
looks
seen your
at me
truck.
all pissed. Yeah, he looked at me all pissed, like, get the fuck out of here, faggot.
You came in with the truck.
He's mad that I left there and fucking made something of myself.
Oh. Yeah, I think he is.
Dude, technically this Saturday, but it's a new week, so Saturday last week, I had like a fucking crazy ass night. I went to the bar, ended up making out with this lesbian that I didn't necessarily know was a lesbian until halfway through. Turns out, really bad, her girlfriend was there at the bar, never approached me once while I was making out with her girlfriend, like tongue and grabbing her ass and her pussy and shit right in the bar. I ended up, she walks away for a second, and I go to bring her a drink, and then this girl just starts going off on me, all pissed off, and it was her girlfriend. And I'm like, oh shit, sorry, I didn't know. And she's like, you should take advantage of fucking blah. I'm like, dude, she fucking, all I did was tell her she was cute, and she fucking Frenched me. Like, fucking get the fuck out of here. But she was all pissed off. And then I go and talk to this other guy comes up to me, and he's like, yeah, I know you didn't know any better, but like they were about, it's like she's proposing to her and everything. And I'm like, well then she shouldn't have fucking tried to kiss me then, because I wasn't going to not kiss her back and touch her butt, 'cause she was kind of cute.
Right.
So that day ended pretty badly. We had to go to another bar.
Damn. Yeah, yeah, they don't go out too often like that.
She told me about halfway through, like fucking 8 minutes into it. She's like, "Oh, you know, I have a girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, this is," and it's already, you know, I'm already grabbing her ass and basically rubbing her pussy through her pants at that point. And I'm like, "Shit, is this gonna turn into a threesome? Like, let's go somewhere."
Yeah.
And then I get yelled at.
It went south.
Yeah,
It was almost the perfect. It was almost the perfect.
Yeah, I went and bought her a shot, and then one of the person that I thought was her friend, a shot too, turned out to be a girlfriend. So I walk over there with 2 shots. She's like, "You need to get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "Oh shit, what did I do?" "This is my girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, why didn't you say something?" Like, she said she had a girlfriend, but she didn't say she was sitting fucking like 10 feet over there.
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty much a hermit.
A hermit?
Yeah, I don't really go out much.
Well,
If I
don't
do,
you
it's
have a
like,
kid?
yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need to fucking find anybody. I do. I ain't got a kid.
Hey.
You've already left your mark on the world, for better or for worse.
Yep.
I need to do it now. I really thought I was gonna get laid that night. Like, when you're that far along, you're like, "Oh, I'm getting it," and then you get yelled at by her girlfriend.
Yeah, that ruins the mood.
It ruins it big time.
It ruins that mood. Just like, oh shit, now I can't do that. Now if I go somewhere else and try it there, it's not gonna feel right. Is her girlfriend gonna be there? Or boyfriend gonna be right there?
Hey, I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Oh, this shit's going really good. Oh, you got a girlfriend? Oh shit, is this gonna be a threesome? Oh no, she's mad at me." It's literally how it went.
Probably should have started off with the shots for the girlfriend too.
I mean,
But like, here, I got you a shot.
I didn't know.
Peace offering.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I was already pretty drunk by that point, but I should have realized when, like, 8 girls come walking in and 1 guy. I actually told the guy that actually came up to me and told me I fucked up, but he was cool about it, because he's like, "Oh, you gotta know what I'm doing." And she came on to you and shit, but, he bought me the crazy thing was, that guy who knew the whole time, never said anything until after. But while I was feeling this chick up, he bought me a beer and gave it to me. Well, like, basically, dude, I was Frenching her, and he handed me a beer as I was, like, tonguing her. So, like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought I was in the clear, man. I'm like, okay, she is not hers, or his. Obviously, because he bought me a fucking beer.
See, that... He knew what was coming.
I think he did. I think he knew, he's like, you're gonna need this.
He's like, yeah.
But I was talking to him, and he's like, I said, man, how did you get your own harem? He might have been gay, actually, now that I think about it. But,
he might have.
He might have been. Would have been trying to get into my veins. But, no homo or anything, but he was a pretty good-looking guy. Like, I could understand how he could walk in with 8 chicks, but I honestly think, like, by the way his voice sounded, he was gay. After I started talking to him, but he honestly looked like he could have pulled any of those chicks, though, too.
He's probably pulled all of them chicks.
Probably. But, I was talking to him, and I'm like, how'd you get your own harem? And it was too loud, I didn't hear what he said, but... Yeah, I ended up buying him a beer, too, before I got out of there, because I kind of owed him one. Then I got out of there. I literally walked over to the table with my buddies, and I told them what happened. I'm like, hey, we gotta go, because, she's pissed.
Tried to start a bar fight.
Yeah, she's pissed. So, and then they just keep talking. There was this other girl. Oh yeah, and I distinctly remember during that same night while I was getting drinks, this other guy, way older, started like feeling her up and shit too, and she came over to me and she's like, I don't like him, I'm scared. I just told her, hey, stay by me or stay by your friends. And then she started Frenching me again, and this is where I knew something was up. Because the girl that was pissed at me literally came over, grabbed her, pulled her away, and said, nope, no hookups tonight. I'm like, oh, well, her friend fucking cockblocked me. No, it was her girlfriend.
Yeah. She cockblocked.
Yeah, I even got her number and everything. She put her number into my phone. And then after that, I just sent my name through text so that she had my number and my name. And then after I left the bar, I got a text saying no. Like her girlfriend took her phone and said no, and then blocked me.
Damn. I think my plane's on fire.
Keep flying it.
I am gonna keep flying it.
The air will put it out.
I'm flying it like a bat out of hell. I believe it is on fire. I see, like, flame coming out of the bottom of it.
More oxygen puts out fires, right? Keep flying.
I'm up in the air, high up in the air.
Keep doing it.
I wonder if I'm gonna go kaboom.
Nothing could go wrong.
I am in the wrong area, though. I don't want to go kaboom over this area. I want to be over the city. Oh, there goes the plane. Nope.
Oh, whoever was working that day, and I even tipped those guys too at the oil change. I said, hey, put my wheels up to 60. They didn't put them up to 60, they put them up to 53.
It was probably Jordan.
So there was like 2 guys. And I drove out and I checked my tire pressure because I have an internal dashboard thing that tells me tire pressure. And none of them were above a 53. Like, you motherfuckers. Like, I tipped you in everything. It's like a free service. I didn't have to give them shit.
Yeah. That might have been Jordan. He just, like, Jordan and Tyler.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job. My tire pressure, because they're 35s and they're the extra wide tires too. So they're supposed to be up to like 60, but I usually put them around. I usually overinflate them a little bit, like by a couple psi. But for the roads, for better mileage, because they're beadlock tires, I can literally go down to 15 psi if I wanted to. But
Yeah.
they were at like, they were already at like 50, dude. They're at 50. I'm like, I should put some air in them. Drive in, they put air in the tires, I leave, and they're like 52, 53, 51, 52. Like, you motherfuckers, told you to go up to like 55, 56. So essentially, they didn't do anything, and I paid them.
Yeah. Jordan's not there, probably not going to be there anymore.
Yeah, well, it's fucking lazy.
I'll be there until 5.
Like, I figured giving them a tip. I mean, it wasn't a huge tip, but there was like I think there's 2 or 3 guys there, so I handed them $4.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it was a tip for a service that I didn't need to pay for.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, I should give these guys a few bucks just for their time. Maybe they'll do a better job and actually do what I asked them to do. No, they put like 2 psi in the tires.
I am about to take that fucking wheel out of that tank. I thought I was gonna be smart and get some mice and breed them. So I'd have feeder mice for my snake.
You know what your problem was?
I got the mice.
You were thinking.
I was like, yeah, that was my issue. But I was thinking it was gonna be cheaper to do it that way, so I could feed my snake, be able to feed my snake, but the mice grew too quick. I fed one baby mouse to the snake, and it was able to eat it. Now they're too big for the snake.
Now you just got 2 pet mice.
No, I got like a tank full of mice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
I thought I was gonna.
Now you need to get a bigger snake to eat the bigger mice.
Yeah. My corn snake right now is not big enough yet. It's a good thing I got some frozen mice.
So, dude, get this. I already got Mevotech. I don't know if you've heard of Mevotech, but they're like better than Moog. So I got all Mevotech front shit to put into my truck. Because it's going to be an overland vehicle. You know what that is?
Not off-road?
It's like extreme off-road, like you don't like romp it. You kind of go slow over shit, and you can climb rocks and shit too. But it's not necessarily for rock climbing. It's like going through the woods, you know what I mean, and crossing rivers, and then you camp wherever the hell you want to. Like, it's gonna be able to go wherever the fuck I want. And if I like the beach on the other side of that river, I can go to the other side of the river and camp on that side of the river if I want to. So I need to find a topper, and that has been super, super hard, man. Like,
yes, it is. I got a 99 Ford Ranger.
A 2007 and a half to a 2014 will fit that truck, but I cannot find. I literally, at first I was like, okay, I want a black one because my truck is black. Then I'm like, okay, can't find one. I'm expanding my search. I don't care about the color.
Have you checked into Lear?
I've checked. Well, I've checked everywhere other than buying a brand new one. Because I don't want to put a brand new topper on a used truck. I bought it used. You know, like, I'm not going to go out and spend $2,000 on a topper that I'm going to beat up anyway because I'm just going to Line-X it. I'm Line-Xing the whole truck, topper and all. So I'm going to buy a $2,000 topper just to spray it with Line-X on the outside. So trying to find a used one, it's been very fucking hard. I got a dual battery set up in it already for the lights and shit that I'm going to put on it. I can also, like, if my battery dies, I can just flip a switch in the truck and then start it off of the auxiliary battery, which is a deep cycle marine battery that's hooked up directly to the alternator, which the alternator I put in is a bigger alternator. So it's got the dual battery setup, kind of like what a snowplow would have. And then once I get the topper, I'm going to put solar panels on top of it. And then put another battery in the back and a bed and a bunch of other shit so that I can sleep in the back of the truck and insulate it. And then, what else? I got 2 ditch light mounts for the hood. And I'm in the process of mounting the lights on the top and on the rear. And I have onboard air that I haven't hooked up yet, but it'll hook up straight to the auxiliary battery. I was going to mount it underneath it, inside a box underneath the truck, so that I could just go under, hook up the outlets and then start the truck, and I'll have an air compressor that I can use to fill my tires back up after lowering down air pressure for off-road.
That would be it's a very good idea.
It's a $13,000 truck with about, as of now, about another $3,500 of upgrades put into it, and another $3,500 gonna go into it. I'm gonna get a front steel bumper with a winch, also. It's gonna be fucking tricked out, dude.
I will probably be seeing it around.
Probably. If you see a big ass, it's a 2-door, and it's like the 2.5 door, and I went with that because I'm expecting to go off-roading in the trail, so I didn't want some long ass full size truck. So I bought the 2.5 door. So it's shorter. It's got a 6.5 foot bed with it does have rear seating. I'm thinking about taking out the rear seating and putting in a Dometic fridge and a couple other things in the back. Just delete the rear seat and have it be like and build like a pull-out shelf system, kind of like what you can have for the rear of the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Except build one to fit into that back seat. Then have a fridge and everything back there. Like a special off-road. They call them Dometic fridges. They're made to run off of 12 volts and be super efficient and shut off. Like if it senses it's going to kill your battery, it'll just turn off. So I'm going to put one of those in there. And I could, if I wanted to, I could literally live out of the truck without I have it plugged. The idea is to like go down trails and shit for weekends and things, and then just camp wherever the fuck I park. In the middle of the woods, on a riverbank. If you look up overlanding on YouTube, that's what I want to get into. That's what I'm going to do with this. And then I still have the Pacifica too, but I'm probably going to be selling that and getting like a Toyota or a Hyundai that's really good on gas. Because driving all the way to Allendale and back every day in that fucking thing is killing me with gas.
Oh yeah. Oh, I believe it.
It has active fuel management, which will put it down to a 4-cylinder, and I get really good gas after it does that. But I can never get it to work because the sweet spot is like 35 to 45. How often are you ever driving that?
Not very often.
25 or 55 or 70. So I'm almost always on the V8, and it's like 15 miles a gallon going downhill. It's ridiculous. I find if I draft on the highway another big truck and match its speed, I can get a few more miles. I can get like 4. My mic turned off.
Yeah.
I fucking didn't touch my controller, but I can get like 4 or 5 extra out of it if I draft another truck. A truck club, man. It's just like Jeep Club.
Yeah.
One thing I notice whenever I go to a store, like Walmart or Meijer or anywhere, I usually park further back because it's harder to get into the truck. You gotta swing out the door all the way to get into it. But everywhere I go, I go inside, I come out, and there's another lifted truck parked right next to mine. It's like they see a lifted truck and they park next to it.
Uh-huh. They're sizing it up.
Mine's been taller than almost every single one that I've seen. Not every single one, but I would say about 70% of the ones out there. My truck is a little bit taller. Only by a couple of inches, but inches matter.
They do.
They do. I don't care what anybody says. People say inches don't matter, have little dicks.
Yep.
It's how you use it. Not really. I mean,
Uh-oh, I bet a flat
you
spin.
wanna- So if you know anybody selling a car that's really good on gas, looking to buy.
I'm looking for a moped or a bike.
I'm looking for a motorcycle too, but I want a car before I want another car before I buy a motorcycle, because if it's it's Michigan. If it's cold and raining, which is 90% of the time, then I'm not gonna ride a bike all the way to Allendale in the fucking rain.
No. What I want, the reason I want a bike is so I can throw it in the back of my Ford. And that way if my Ford breaks down, I can just hop on the bike and go get gas or whatnot if I forget to put gas in the damn thing.
Oh yeah, one of the things I was thinking about getting is one of those bike holder racks that you sometimes see on the back of RVs that'll hold a motorcycle.
Yeah,
I was thinking about getting one of those and putting a dirt bike on it.
you could. My truck is a rear-wheel drive truck. It sucks. It's fun in the winter.
It's a car pretending to be a truck.
It's a fun little thing in the wintertime though.
Oh my god. Mine is it's worse in the snow, at least in rear wheel drive than I thought, because one time I was just like driving it. I think it's because of the shorter wheelbase, because it's not like as long.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even going that fast, and I went to take a corner and it starts kicking out. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I had to go into a parking lot and figure out how easy it was for the truck to slide.
No, they're fucking easy because they weigh like nothing in the back. All the weight's in the front.
Yep.
To be honest, I think every single vehicle should be built as a front-wheel drive, even the four-wheel drive ones. And when you turn on four-wheel drive, it activates the rear wheel, because front-wheel drive is just so much better in every situation.
It has a faster takeoff.
Yeah, it has faster takeoff, and it won't kick out in the snow because it's being pulled, not pushed.
Has higher top speed.
I'm not worried about speed.
Well, if you want
Everyday practical driving, front-wheel drive is the best drive.
Yes, for that it is.
I believe all trucks and cars should be front-wheel drive, and then four-wheel drive. When you activate four-wheel drive, it turns on the rear wheels instead of it being the opposite, where it's rear-wheel drive and then four-wheel turns on the front wheels. Every vehicle should be front.
Whoa. That is trippy as shit. Being in first person.
Oh, one thing I was thinking about buying, because it is okay on gas and it still looks kind of cool to me, but it's not really a truck, that new Hyundai Santa Cruz.
That truck looks kind of nifty.
I like the look of it. I want to buy one. But I feel like I could get better gas mileage if I just bought a car of the same year. But I don't necessarily want to go out and buy a 2020 car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or 2022, because then
it's hard to get oil changes on them.
Also, you know what? I might actually do that, because some of the cars, since used cars are up so much, you could almost get a brand new car for less than you could a used car from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Just because it's so expensive, or the used vehicle market is just out of control right now. My truck is a $13,000 truck, but 3 or 4 years ago, I bet you it was like a $9,000 truck. It is a good year. It's easy to work on. It's got the 5.3 Vortec in it, which is like a bulletproof engine for that. The 2008 2014 5.3 Vortec is probably one of the best engines GM's ever made. It's fucking damn near bulletproof.
If you can find it, look for like a 91 Toyota.
Dude, I love Toyotas. I love Toyotas so much. If I could have found a Toyota Tacoma, I would have bought that instead of this GM because I love Toyotas. I think they're the most reliable vehicle on the road, but if this truck, let's say this truck, like I said, is $13,000, a Toyota of the exact same type and year
Yeah.
would have been $17,000. And that's because that's the Toyota tax. They're literally so reliable. You pay a few thousand extra more, but those things are guaranteed 300,000 miles or more with almost no maintenance. They're built like fucking tanks. Anybody that talks shit about Toyota doesn't know shit about cars because they are fucking the pinnacle of engineering right now. Which is sad because we basically invented the car and we can't build them worth shit.
I'm hitting the side of the building.
I would even buy I'd even buy a Toyota Prius just for the gas. People can talk shit as much as they want, but I still have a fucking 6-inch lifted truck at home. So
Right.
it's like, bitch, I bought this for the mileage on my face. Seen gas?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I got a full tank.
I got a half a tank right now, but usually when I fill up, when I see it low, like 360 or under, I'll grab a couple 5-gallon fuel canisters. I'll fill up my truck, which is like, if it's from empty, it's like $80 or more. And then I fill up those 5 gallons also, so I get about 10 gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
Also, my truck has I forgot to mention, it has an upgraded fuel tank. It comes stock with a 26, but whoever had it before me put a 50-gallon fuel tank, 40 or a 50-gallon fuel tank on it. So when I fill up my tank all the way, and I drive around for a while, it actually takes quite a while for it to start going off of full. Like, it'll register full for like 50 or more miles before it starts actually going down. But once it starts going down, it fucking like plummets.
Yeah. I'm gonna go eat. I will be back.
Alrighty, dude. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go join the party that I meant to go join.
Alright.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Ready for some real excitement? Bet on the ponies at the Inside Track, the premier horse racing lounge at the Diamond Casino and Resort.
I didn't hang up, babe. I hung up on the phone. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. You're there or not? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my phone, I don't have a spot to stand it where it's gonna...
No, I was telling you, I didn't hang up.
I realize that.
Let me.
It just made a hang up sound. Somebody already blew up my fucking car.